What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another movie review. I'm Chase Lee, reviewing for DallasMoviesScreenings.com, and the movie I want to take a look at right now is Little Women. Now, this one comes from Sony. It is written and directed by Greta Gerwig, and this one tells the story of four women post-Civil War, so in the 1860s. The war is done, and it's a new America, and so during the war, they were kids, they were teenagers. Their father went to go fight in the war, so they lived at home with their mother, and I think it was their grandmother or caretaker. I forgot. I apologize, but they live really, really close in that house and really didn't go anywhere else, and so they became a close knit family. But now that the war is over, they have ambitions now. They want to pursue things in life, and so we get to see them kind of come of age and really kind of explore life and just find the right path for each individual person, and we get to follow them throughout their journey. And so we have Jo, played by Saoirse Ronan, and she wants to be an author and also follow a love interest. We have Meg, played by Emma Watson, who doesn't really know what she wants to do, but she finds someone that she's really attracted to and she wants to pursue love. We have Amy, who is played by Florence Pugh, and she wants to pursue wealth because talking with her aunt, played by Meryl Streep, she realizes that wealth is one of the few options in America at that time that women can be comfortable at and not have to struggle with or whatever. And so it's just kind of an easy way out, and a lot of people would marry wealthy people. So that's kind of the path she wants to go with and find love as well. And Beth, the fourth Little Women, played by Eliza Scanlon, she is still kind of figuring things out. But she hangs out with her sisters. She's a great support system for them, and she's really, really lovable. So that is kind of your story setup right there. And so, going into this thing, I was excited. Greta was behind the camera, the cast in front of the camera. I like what she did with Lady Bird. I've liked the marketing to this movie. So a lot of things going into this that I really, really appreciate. I watched the movie, and I really like it. It's a really good movie. And I think one of the genius things to start with the marketing is putting this for release on Christmas Day. Genius. Families are going to love this. If you love period dramas, this is the movie for you. I love period dramas, and I'm a sucker for them. Anytime when they come out, I am eager to watch them. No matter who's behind the camera, in front of the camera, I love it. So I really like this movie, and it's such a pleasant watch. Like, yeah, there's moments of devastation for sure, and heartbreak, and things that go wrong in life sometimes. But for the most part, when you're watching this thing, you just have a huge smile on your face. From a technical aspect, from a story aspect and character point, it's just you just have a smile. This movie just brings so much joy and just so much love and just good energy. I like that about it. But to start with Greta Gerwig, if you really think about it, Lady Bird was a coming-of-age tale that was set in the modern America, 2001. And then you have this one that is four women coming of age in 1865 or whatever, right after the Civil War. So they're basically the same. They're just set in two different time periods. So Greta has a real good sense of how to make a coming of age film, make us care about these characters, really kind of, let them open up to us emotionally, and we can really kind of get inside of their lives and just be a part of it, be a part of their journey growing up in this cruel and scary world. And especially during the 1860s, where everything was unpredictable and it's not, technology, medicine, all that stuff is not up to what we know now. Things were different. And so it's interesting to see people kind of come of age and grow up during that time period and try to figure out their lives. And so I thought Greta kind of eased into that and did it very, very well. And she was working on a couple fronts here. The first one is an obvious one. The visual component to this movie is lavish. It's posh. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The cinematography, the wardrobe, the production design, the art design. It's just everything about it captures the 1860s, and it's just so intricate with detail. and it just fills up the screen, and there's just so much stuff to look at and appreciate on a technical level. This thing just looks so good. And she's also working, like I said, on a human level, really making this story feel eloquent, timely, um, emotionally draining when it needs to be. Like, it just, so she's got a lot on her plate with, and of course, with the making it look good, making it feel like it's that time period. But you got to make us care about the characters. You got to make us go with them on this journey with their ups and their downs and the hardships and loves and the breakups and the whatever. And I just thought she did such a, like I said, an eloquent job, and just made this story really touching, made us fall in love with these characters super fast, made their chemistry bounce off of one another like with ease. It just seemed like Greta just waved her magic, directing wand, and everything just worked. But I know she kicked butt, and she uh, made this work the hard way. But it just, when you watch this, it just looks so, like, with such class and ease. You're just like, this is amazing. Like, this is great when a director just is so confident and they know what they're doing, and it just comes across as really good filmmaking. So yeah, she does a really great job here. And like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with the book or other adaptations, but I thought the way she approached the story, kind of going back and forth between the past and the present, I thought at first it was a little rough to kind of get into on an editing level, but once I kind of got into it and I realized that this was the flow of the movie, I really found it to be kind of impactful that way, especially when we would hit certain emotional beats in the story. Really kind of got to me, and it was because of the timing of the edit for sure. But that's another thing, is that Greta's really great at letting things breathe organically when it comes to the emotional stuff and the heft of the movie. You don't want to just bypass that stuff super quickly. She lets it kind of sit on it and let the characters grieve, and we grieve with them. And once again, it's a process and a journey that we go on with them, and that's the whole point with coming of age films. So another tick in the Greta Gerwig box of excellence, because that's fantastic. The acting is across the board fantastic. Saoirse Ronan is really good in the role. Eliza Scanlon is really good in the role. Emma Watson is good. I'd say she's probably the weak link out of the four. Laura Dern plays the mother. She is fantastic, but she's had a great year so far in supporting roles. Meryl Streep is surprisingly poignant. A bit cruel and harsh, but I found her part to be really kind of striking. Chris Cooper is also in this, a really great role for him. But I gotta tell you, the standout's Florence Pugh. I thought her on-screen kind of delivery was so commanding, and like, I could not take my eyes off her. She is just that type of actress to where, like, she commands your attention, and she just drives through a scene, in a striking way, and you feel stunned. You're like, this woman has made in my opinion, three great movies this year, and she's just on a roll. So yeah, I think Florence Pugh has the most range, the most depth as a character. Definitely the more interesting character, because she kind of is unpredictable. And she has a lot more growing up to do. And so I think that's what makes her more interesting, is that this is not going to be easy for her. And so I found that to be a real challenge for her as an actress to portray that character really well. And I thought she did a fantastic job. Like I said, the supporting cast is great too. The music is also really nice. It's sweeping, and it feels epic, and it just accompanies the period drama. I don't know what else more to say about this. I don't think this is an A-worthy film, like a grade A, but I think it's worthy of my top prize before I can even get it to an A. So I really like this movie quite a bit. And before I get my grade, if you are a parent that has a child and is thinking about taking them to this, it's a really good family film. If they like period dramas and they're able to sit through all this stuff, and it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, it is more adult fare, but it is PG rated. So if you want to take your family to it, I don't think of it is a big deal. But it is a bit heavy in some stuff, dealing with the thematics of death, or the thematics of other real life issues. So just be forewarned. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's such a star-studded cast that I forgot. Timothée Chalamet is really good too. He's a nice addition, and he's worked with Greta before, so it makes sense. I'm gonna give Little Women a B plus for this adaptation. Really, really enjoyed it. So let me know down below what you thought of this adaptation, or any other adaptation that's been made on this novel, or even the novel itself. Let me know down below of what you thought of Little Women. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, especially during the Oscar season. There's just going to be a lot of them coming out. So that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.